Good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to the Entourage Hour each and every Friday night, 8 to 9 p.m. So, my panel is late tonight, once again, but they'll be here shortly. If you haven't heard or you haven't been paying attention, a great pioneer in our black community has passed, Mr. Dick Gregory, comedian, activist, vegan, legend, you know, local to our area, did our heart. Um, a guy who I call last of the real, you know. People got a way of sugarcoating things or being soft about things, but Dick Gregory was, he told it real, straight up front, in your face, whether you liked it or not. Truth is truth. Truth is not about feelings, it's not about emotions, it's not about your opinions, it's not about philosophy. Truth is fact. It is what it is, or it's not. Prove your case, prove your point, do your research, prove your argument. That's what it is. That's what the man was about. He never spoke from his own mind, he spoke from his information. The man would spend thousands of dollars a month in doing research, newspapers, people he talked to, everybody. So, I was lucky enough to see the man one time at a show down at Howard University, where I was with to see Paul Mooney, another great man who's also passed, who was straight up with telling the truth too, to white America, black America, America, period. These two men had a way of making you look at yourself in the mirror and questioning what it is that you're doing, whether ideology, whether it be work, social, eating. He questions you. What are you doing? So, I seen him one time live at Howard University, and I was glad to actually see the show. Now, when I got to see him, I didn't know I was going to see him. I was there to see Paul Mooney, and he actually just happened to do an appearance. So, Paul let him come in and do the show, and Dick is entertaining, Dick is real, So, one joke that he tells that stands out to me that changed the mindset of how I look at things before and how I look at things now. This joke is about Christmas. Christmas, I don't celebrate, whatever. Dick say, my mother. He would call his mother, his mother was Miss Pooh. He would say, my mother is an old, ignorant-ass woman. Raw, meaning that she didn't know shit. What she knew was what she knew to survive and get by, but she didn't know enough about the game of life to see what was going on. And then Dick would say, if I said Jesus wasn't real, he said my mother would kill me dead. I said, well, she was programmed by religion, regalos, control. It's a Greek word, religion. He would say, my mother, she would work hard, bring all these toys in the house, fill up the whole living room. D.O.D. Hey! It's all good, baby. She would buy all these toys, fill up the living room, everywhere. And this reminded me a lot of my mother. My mother, single mom, worked hard. To the bone, 2 jobs. Christmas came, we'll fill up the whole living room. Toys all over the couch, toys all over the floor, toys all over the tree. And we'll sit there and say, Santa Claus did that. Right? So you're a kid, you hear this, you believe this, you listen to it. Oh, Santa Claus, something magical, whatever this bullshit imaginary man is that was made up to make little kids go to sleep. So their parents spend their hard-earned money, do for your children, and tell you that somebody else did that shit and take credit. So, I thought about my mother and that lie she told me. My mother gave us beautiful Christmas growing up, beautiful. It was like shit was like magic. So, as we got older, you start to ask questions. You're like, well, Mom, how does Santa get in here? Because our house don't have no chimney. Other people's houses don't have chimneys. They live in apartments. You know, you start to pick apart this lie. And it's like, well, I mean, Santa's magic. Santa can do this. Santa can do that. Whatever. The lie is that you negate your own hard work that you've done for your children. So as the Christmases go on and your child gets older and that masquerade and that mirage starts to come off, they see that they start to get less and less and less. And Christmas ain't so special no more. It ain't so more magical, is it? Your children, or you yourself, and you know who you are, you actually become ungrateful. Start to complain that, oh man, we got more than we got last year. We didn't get this much, you know, we got last year. Oh, Christmas was better last year. Remember how it used to be years ago? Shit you ain't paid for, shit you ain't bought that somebody went out and did for your ass as a young child, but you don't know no better because your parent told you this lie in the first place. So, it's one thing that Dick taught me, you know, don't lie to your children. Once again, truth ain't about feelings, not about emotions. Truth is about real life. And you can choose to teach your children what you want, but when your children turn out to be a certain way, understand that you perpetuated something forward first, you know, that perpetuated down the line. So when children grow up ungrateful and unappreciative, well, you didn't teach them to respect you from the hard work that you did from the first place, from the beginning. You told them to respect some made-up idea, entity. So that's what Christmas is. Dick Gregory, last of the real. Dick's been around for a long time. If you know anything about Dick, the civil rights movement, he came along with Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, the Kennedys, marched on Selma, the whole bridge thing, you know, down in Alabama, which he financed with his own money, you know. The whole march on that bridge was about some brother who got shot down there doing the civil rights thing, but, you know, it got turned into a whole other thing going across the bridge and everything like that. One thing Dick stands by is truth. Truth can kill you. Truth can make you become people's enemy. Truth can make people turn enemy against you and call you crazy. Doesn't matter. Your truth is your truth. But if you're going to have your truth, stand by your truth, research your truth, and have facts about your truth. Have sources about your truth. Don't have one thing, stand by it with it, and just run, you know. Or somebody told me, or this and that. Do your own due diligence. Do your own homework. Now, in him telling truths, as I said, he was with other civil rights leaders. Martin, Malcolm, Medgar Evers. And he would talk to these brothers. He would tell them, do things this way, don't do things that way. They wouldn't listen. Do things this way, don't do things that way. Don't be so open about your movement and how you move around. Be upfront in the movement. Show up where you're supposed to show up. Don't leave your trail along the way because people are going to get you. We know that. And as we know, Malcolm killed, Martin killed, Medgar Evers killed, both Kennedys killed. Why? Because he didn't listen. And he told them, if you don't listen to me, you're going to be killed. And they were killed. What's up, Bert? So, I know, right? These niggas was in here filing up with the freestyle, left they stink behind and shit, but it's all good. He was freestyling the musk. I don't know, it could be the weed too, though. I don't know. Anyway. I smell some skunk. Yeah. So I'm just giving out some accolades about Dick. Dick keeping it real. You know, Dick Gregory, activist, vegan. You know, about the movement, ready to die for the movement. What's up, brother? And Dick had a philosophy. Oh, another brother. What's up, man?
His son coming out right now.
Yeah. So
Dick Jr. right here. Look at that.
All of us is up in there. So we're going to go to a video real fast, but Dick had an important thing that he said before he died. He said, in this world today, you need to be a turtle. I'm explaining what this is about. He said, in today's world, people overthink things. You say, what's a turtle? It's a creature that swims, it does this, it hides in the shells, it's a reptile. Simple mind, what's a turtle? It's a creature that swims in the water. It's a reptile. All the same things, nothing added extra, keeping it simple. Today's turtle need to have a hard outside, need to have a soft inside. You need to be willing to risk your neck for the people you love, for people of truth. Stand by it. Your resources. Search them. Have more than one. I say have 3, if you can. Have a friend. Have some paperwork. Whatever else. Have some philosophy. I don't care.
Got our show.
Shut up, bitch. Anyway, shouldn't have been on time. So, should have been. We got plenty of time left. Engineer, if you could, can we go to that video for me?
Recognize a hoe by her demeanor. Huh? And what makes you think God needs you to represent? If this sister here own a bank worth $1 billion, she got to be a fool if she need a welfare mother to defend her. God don't need you to defend God. What's wrong? It's a violation of God for you let some ignorant, ungodly white folks to reduce you below the dignity that God gave you just so you can feed your family. Huh? Hallelujah. Somewhere, and that's where this thing is going. Huh? How many of y'all in here have heard about the indigo children? Huh? Y'all better get on it. Y'all sitting around here looking for the second coming of Christ. They're already here. Huh? And people say for years, if Christ come back, you wouldn't recognize him. Huh? The indigo children, born with IQs of 200 and go up. And they don't take nothing off of nothing. They ask questions that you can't ask. And so somewhere, when you think about what happened here, huh? What happened here? The cameras won't be here till the celebrities get here. Huh? Most of them wasn't even born, and those who were born didn't do nothing. That's right. Oh, yeah. Anytime you got to be validated by a filthy, ungodly nation, there's something wrong with you. Mm-hmm. Huh? And so I just, somewhere, this is the nastiest, evilest, vicious, ungodly country that's ever existed in the history of the planet.
Say that.
Right? But y'all tolerate it. Huh? Black men let black boys that came out of a black woman's belly stand on the corner and sell dope. You ain't no cop. It's not my job to get dope pushers off the corner, but I'm going to get you off this corner where my grandmother got to go get her arthritis medicine. That don't bother you. Huh? Somewhere, entertainers who ain't done nothing but a handful. Huh? All of these people in here who have changed the world. Huh? Because there's a thing called a vibration. Ether that goes out. Changed the world. If Michael Jackson, and he was my close friend, was alive and came here today, there'd be niggas wrapped around all the way to Birmingham. Your priorities. Your priorities. And thank God there is a universal, I ain't talking about the church. And if y'all know me, 75 to 80% of my audience is white folks. Huh? And I ain't never lied to them. Huh? Hear me. I had a weight loss thing out here. I was making $600 million a day. Okay? But something inside of here that wasn't straight. Why was I smoking 4 packs of cigarettes a day, drinking the fifth of Scott? Top weight went up to 365 pounds. Huh? And then one day I stopped. How did I stop? I learned it from that Bible y'all read called fasting. Pepsi Cola, Coca-Cola, ham hocks is not in there. The stuff that's there, you ignore. Huh? And then you got a bunch of other niggas that do the same thing. So that's why you can get some respect in the neighborhood. But there's a neighborhood you will never get no respect in. Huh? We don't want to talk about this yellow thing. Huh? Some niggas sitting in here now wouldn't look at you if you was as dark as me, but y'all and came out your belly, black woman.
Right.
Huh? Huh? So somewhere y'all get ready. If I was some of y'all, I'd stop taking your medicines. What you think is you come around this corner,
Yes.
you will not be able to handle.
Come on.
Huh? You will not be able to handle. God gave you your hair, not Sears and Roebuck. Huh? Now you say God know everything. God know everything. Well, how come he didn't know about your hair since he made it? Huh? And you ain't got the guts to get up on the mountain and cuss God and say, nigga, why'd you do this to me? No, you ain't gonna do that. Huh? You mothers, comb them girls' hair when they go to school and hear them screaming and hollering and don't hear God telling you, you hurting me, mama. Huh? You know what I'm talking about. Huh? If them little girls was in a garage and three of us was in there and you heard them screaming and hollering, you'd run in there, but you don't hear it when you're trying to straighten out something that you don't like. So y'all go on and play games, but you better play them quick. You better play them fast.
Go ahead.
When that universal God picked you, it leave no footprints. How many people you think know him in New York? Huh? But everybody that have anything to do with a real movement know him. You had to be validated by the New York Times. Huh?
That's right.
I found a book 6 months ago. Said 1,001 people that made America. Out of the billions of people that have lived, it go back before the Mason. I'm listed in it. Why? Because I don't give a damn. I want to be validated by filth.
That's right.
Huh? There's a book just came out where, what is it? John Lennon left a tape. They asked him, the number one best-selling record in the history of the planet is John Lennon's Imagine. So they asked him, how'd you come into the record? They called me, I don't know nothing about it. All I know is the two strongest forces in the history of America is the black woman and the black church. In that order. Huh? But this white racist system has reduced you down so much. Huh? So much. A black man in America is the only man that called his woman strong. You a strong sister. Hey man, come outside, I'm going to show you my beautiful car. How does my woman get strong and my car get beautiful? That's a mind thing. Huh? They've convinced me, they convinced her that she's ugly and y'all don't even know it. Huh? If you don't think you ugly, you go home. If you don't think they can, go home and throw all your stuff away that you put on your face. You'd be scared to walk out the house. Lena Horne had to stay in the house the last 15 years of her life. Why? Because what we was looking at was glamour, not God's beauty. Huh? Huh? So the thing's going to get real in a few minutes.
That's right.
Huh? It's going to get real in a few minutes because that universal God don't give a damn about you. You think it do. Huh? You ever been around a paper mill? Who's ever been around a paper mill? You can't find no stink like a paper mill. But the people work there don't smell it. That's black folks. You've been with this filthy, stinking hoe so long, you don't even smell it or know she a hoe. Huh? And you're going to pay for that. And all that crap you think is nice and all of that. You go to church and sing Amazing Grace, one of the filthiest songs that's ever been written, and you don't know that? Huh? The white boy that wrote that was one of the most vicious trade dealers in the history of the planet. Huh? And he prayed to God when he saw he was going to die. Out there on his boat. Said, God, I know who I am. And I know who you are. I just choose to ignore it. Save me. And not only will I stop, I will write books and tell people who I am. And the storm ceased. And he kept his quiet. He wrote Amazing Grace. You know the words too? Let me hear you. Don't sing it, I don't know.
Amazing grace.
Amazing Grace, say it here.
How sweet the sound.
How sweet the sound.
Saved a wretch like me.
Most of you niggas don't even know what wretch means. Wretch is one of the filthiest things on the planet. And when you say, save a wretch like me, huh? That was his song. It was beautiful for him.
That's right.
If I killed your son and came in here and apologized, that's beautiful. My repentance. But you ain't got no business coming up telling her and you ain't touched her. But suppose it wasn't a slave owner, dealer. Suppose it was a woman prostitute. That was the most powerful prostitute, killed her tricks and her job, and then repented. And you sitting in church singing this, thank you for saving a hoe like me. Mama, you ain't never been a hoe. Huh? See, what you say becomes real. Huh? So they write stuff. Oh, y'all sit around talking about them young punks that came out your belly, talking about bitches and hoes. They came from you. Huh?
That's
If you
right.
go home and get all your children's pictures and grant them from the time they was 1 year old to 8, you don't see no hoes, no bitches. You don't see no gangsters, no soldiers, no cops. Huh? You don't see that. Huh? When did that happen? After they was 8 years old. Where was it? With you? When they came from that universal God, they was pure, sweet, kind. And they learned it from you, but you don't know how they learned it because you wrapped in the bosom of Jesus. Huh? Somewhere, this is about to change. About to change. And it started here. It started with a man named Jimmy Lee Jackson.
Yes, sir.
Who 20 people outside this country never heard of him. Huh? Jimmy Lee Jackson. Huh? Shot 5 times in the belly. And white folks around the world couldn't understand what he was going through. Jimmy Lee. They couldn't believe. They carried him to the jail instead of the hospital. That's what turned the world around. And that's what got us to vote like that. Not none of us that was marching. Jimmy Lee Jackson. Why? Y'all know that march we had here when Jimmy Lee Jackson died wasn't about voting rights. It was to honor our brother. Huh? That's why none of the big folks was here. To honor our brother. And when the white folks and black folks around the world saw what happened on that bridge, that's when it turned into Selma to Montgomery marching for the right to vote. That wasn't what was on the agenda. When you let God take over, huh? Did real things happen? Huh? Like God need you. Huh? Are you out your mind? Huh? Somewhere. And then all at once, the registration started coming down. We made a mistake. We was teaching y'all how to register, but we didn't teach you voter education. Huh? And that's why you got a black man in the White House now. In the White House now. And y'all say he ain't doing enough. Well, I'm one of the hippest niggas on the planet. 12 years before he was left, I never heard of it. So tell me how he got in there. You got to deal with reality and not luxury to get you off the spot. You ain't had a damn thing to do with getting him in there. Huh? At all. And you gonna blame all your stuff on the Klan because the real people that's your problem, you ain't gonna mess with. Sears and Roebuck. First National Bank. How many of y'all sitting here today, see when you leave it alone, just go out there and be that instrument. And leave it alone. And then it starts happening. But it's a horrible life. This brother here, we live. Here's a sweet sister, African sister. There she's there. Came up and gave me this cap. Thank you, ma'am. She said, put it on. No, no. I know how dirty and evil this country is. They will find a black woman or a black man to give me this cap and it's laced with paws. Huh? I take it home and put it on the thing and say, thank you. I ain't wearing it. Huh? In no shape, form, or fashion. I don't eat public. I ain't ate from the public in 40 years. Why? Because somebody will come in and say, oh, we're going to donate you this food. You don't even know who it is. And I'm eating it because I love you, but I didn't know somebody donated it to me. Huh? Somewhere. Why they can't get me and why they can't mess with me, I learned a long time ago that ain't nothing on this planet no powerful than a black woman and a man. Huh? And those
Yo, what's up, man? What's up, gang?
Shalom.
It's your boy Black Grunge, man. We was a little bit off the air earlier doing the show. Some folks was late. People ain't coming on time, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers getting come
Dedication
to work on time.
to Mr. Gregory.
Yeah. So if y'all missed it, man, it's your boy Black Grunge, chilling on Entourage Hour on listenvisionlive.com. We got my man, Damon, the Hebrew brother.
That's it. Shalom.
Dick Gregory's son. Well, he's actually Dick Gregory's grandson.
Grandson.
As you
That's
can
it. That's
tell, boy, you
it.
look
That
just
lineage
like
right
that
there.
motherfucker,
I got you.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
my
sometimes
head.
he be up there. He hit him with the
Catching no breath like.
the Dick Gregory joint.
That's right.
But Dick, man, if y'all didn't know, for those who didn't know, Dick Gregory, man, was a comedian, activist, a author, a leader,
Right.
what he made his weight drink that everybody
Right,
grandmama
right,
had that
right,
motherfucking
right.
Dick Gregory diet drink, and they
Right.
got down. I took it and it makes you shit. Dick, that's the only thing. Nigga,
I never experienced that.
boy, shit. That's the only thing I can say Dick failed at in his motherfucking life was that goddamn. It's sold.
It's old.
It's sold like a motherfucker, but
Right.
you know, back in the 80s, you know, we still cook, you know, motherfuckers
Right.
on welfare, you know, so
Right.
motherfuckers like, you got it hard now,
Right.
nigga, man. You could take that EBT card and just swipe it, and it's like, you know, motherfuckers think you got a Chase card.
Right.
Imagine pulling out a big ass fucking stack of colored Monopoly money and shit and trying to pay with some shit. Niggas knew you was on food stamp. You couldn't hide it because you got all your change back, and they ain't motherfucker ever charge you tax on the food stamps. But anyway, that's the Dick Gregory era. He made that shake. Had everybody grandmama shitting.
He was most important for.
Yeah.
He saw a lot of the civil rights movements. He was there for all of it. You
Yeah.
know, he was friends with Muhammad Ali,
Everybody.
Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Yeah,
Everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody.
every single body. I mean,
I read
he was involved in most. If anything had to do with activism about civil
Yeah.
rights, he
Yeah.
was there front center.
Dick
Always.
Dick was good.
He was.
Dick was good.
Yes.
Dick was good for the women. And
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
you know,
Right.
Dick and that's
is this-
people think it was just about civil rights, but Dick did a lot of things for the women, man.
Dick did a lot of things for
Dick
everybody.
did a lot of good for women. I mean, you know,
I
but
understand.
They normally talk about what Dick did specifically for the women,
Right.
and Dick did good.
Right.
Dick did real good for the women, man.
People were able to embrace him.
Yeah, like his,
Right.
you know, like his diet shake thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People, a lot of people, you know, forget about that, but a lot of women did that. So,
Right.
you know,
Right.
Dick made women shit out the ass, you know what I'm saying? And lost weight in the process. My nigga Dick. But that's Dick
Everybody
Gregory.
from Stoney Carmichael to, like I said, Muhammad Ali. This
Yeah.
man impacted and influenced.
Yeah.
And he said things that were off the chain and people would not believe, and
It was
they thought
real.
was crazy. But as we come into this age of information full blown, we see that he was right about most of the things that he complained about, what they're doing in society. How they're pumping us full of drugs, how they're pumping hate into us. I mean, it's just that they're trying to kill everybody.
Dick
That was his point.
Dick inspired me because Dick was like, you know, Dick made it cool and made it okay to have that angry black man persona.
Right. Right.
You know?
He was able to
And-
do it and be funny
Right.
about it. Yeah.
And it's funny. This is funny, and this is why I say that angry man, quote unquote, passionate, angry, quote unquote,
Right,
angry man
right.
persona. When Bill Cosby said some of the things that Dick said as far as to us,
Right.
what we should do, how we should be, what
Right.
we've allowed.
Right.
We turned our back on Bill,
Right,
you know, fuck
right,
Bill,
right.
you know, Bill ain't.
We
you know,
saw most of his insults.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's how white people normally come to us.
Right.
But when Dick came like your grandfather and your,
Right.
you know them old
Right.
grandfathers. I ain't talking about the 21-year-old
Because the
niggas that's
difference
grandfathers
between
now.
the difference between him and because see, when Bill Cosby first came out, a lot of people, I know
Him
you
and
know,
Dick came out around.
right,
Yeah, they
right,
came
right.
out
I
around
know
the
you
same
know,
time.
but you know, maybe our audience, you know, listeners don't know. When they came out, they were like kind of like of the same lineage, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and Bill Cosby was very, you know, he spoke out against the system, what was happening, you know, racism in the system, you know, institutional racism, the
Yeah.
structure of it, you
Yeah.
know. As Bill Cosby's career flourished, Bill Cosby changed his narrative. His narrative got to be speaking less about the system and more critique of his own people. Now, the difference between him and Dick was that Dick never stopped talking about the system,
Right.
nor did he ever stop talking about or critiquing his own people.
Right.
He didn't differentiate between the two. He could do both of them, knowing that they weren't mutually exclusive. You don't have to sit up there and critique your people the whole way and tell everything is your fault. In the same sense, you don't have to sit there and say everything is the man's fault. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to accept your own culpable responsibility, but at the same time be able to call something wrong when something's wrong.
Bill starts selling too many of them goddamn pudding pops.
Them pudding pops, the TV shows, he got big. I'm telling you, and then he
Niggas
started
change.
getting favor.
Niggas change.
Yeah.
And that's one thing Dick said in that video. He said, I could have been making mad money a day.
He could have.
I heard a story about I think the guy's name was Jack Byrne. I think it was like the Jack Byrne show. He was like, he was like motherfucking Carlson before Carlson.
Okay, yeah.
He was the big motherfucker. And so somebody got word of Dick, I forgot who he was, but he said, anytime Jack Burns invited a black person onto the show, they never sat on the couch. So Jack Burns wanted Dick to come on the show.
Right.
And after Dick heard that, he said, "No, I'm not doing the
going.
show." He hung up the phone. He
right.
hung up the phone on his representative. His representative, he got a phone call immediately following that, and it was Jack Burns. I think his name is Jack Burns.
Right.
I hope I'm saying it right. And so anyway, Dick said, "I'm not coming on your show because you don't let black people sit on your couch."
Sit on the couch, right?
He was like, "Okay, come on, well, I'll let you sit on the couch." So Dick went, sat on the couch.
Right.
Dick said he went from making $700 a week to like $20,000 in motherfucking a month,
right?
Something like that. $700 a week to $20,000,
right?
To $20,000 just for sitting on Jack Burns,
right?
Show.
The statement
Jack
he made.
Burns was connected,
right?
He was the
right.
I say he was like Carlson. It was like
right. I got
the
you.
big time
I got
shit.
you.
But Dick said I could have made bigger money.
Yeah, I ain't know about that.
But I wasn't about that.
Right.
He was like, what I'm saying?
I had a purpose.
I have a different purpose. You know
right.
what I'm saying? And that gets us into. So like I said, I like Dick because Dick let me know it was okay not to be PC. You know what I'm saying? I always express that to people. I'm not PC.
Right.
I just don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's just my grandmother's like that. You know what I'm saying?
And this is one of the things I'm gonna be honest about. And people don't like to hear this. This is one of the things that everybody complains about Trump about. It was like, he's,
I admire the fact he's not.
I admire the fact
that he's not PC.
Right.
It's just
I don't
that,
agree with him in his political views and some other shit, right? Right.
I like the fact that he say, I'm
but say what you think.
Fucking say whatever the fuck you
right.
feeling.
Say what you feeling.
And it ain't about no feelings.
Right.
Getting hurt. You know what I'm saying?
Like because if we were honest with each other and we stop hiding behind the guise of being, respectable.
Let me tell you.
We can both make our points clear.
Let me tell you something that's so funny and that's so true, man. For all you black folk that go to church and preach Jesus and his God and say that you're saved and you just want to do the will of God and do what's right. A lot of what Trump is speaking is what Christians would want or accept morally and values.
Right.
As far as against abortion.
That's why he had Mike Pence there.
Huh?
That's why he got Mike Pence.
Pence to get the the evangelical
Pence
people.
Pence was he's about as hard right conservative as you can get.
Man, listen.
Yeah, he like you said you get raped or case of incest.
You need to get insurance if you get raped.
That ain't gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going down.
You need to get insurance if you get raped, bitches.
Right. That's straight up. So I mean,
that's
he selected him for that street cred. You know what I'm saying? That conservative street cred, right?
And my thing is, but like I'm saying, you got so many black folks that's Democrat, but those are those same hypocritical Christian values that they're preaching.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's, like I said,
right. You know how I feel. I think they're both two sides of the same coin, Democrats and Republicans. I think they're all the same thing.
Same page, just.
I think everybody winds up arguing over a lie.
Motherfuckers had a Bible and shit. You got red writing, you got black writing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying on the other side. So it's the same thing. They saying the same thing. They doing the same thing to each other as far as fucking each other over.
Right.
But, so that's what I respect from brother Dick Gregory, man. He taught me that I didn't have to be PC, man, and I didn't have to. You
didn't have to set out. You could just say the truth.
It was okay,
and it was all right.
It was okay for people to perceive me as the angry black man as long as I'm telling people
the truth.
And that's black or white. Because I get in everybody's nugget. You know what I'm saying? I
Tell the truth.
With that. My shit, I ain't perfect, so I think I could tell
Same
you
here.
some shit about some imperfect shit. But the shit is when you want to be perfect and you not perfect and you try to spit some shit to a motherfucker.
Right.
You start looking real stupid.
Right. Caring more about being right than being righteous.
Dick is hard on us.
Yeah.
Dick is hard on black folks, man. He let us know, man, listen, I ain't gonna sugarcoat this shit. Y'all niggas
and we need to stop
sugarcoating
everything.
Exactly.
I think that's too much that's going on with everybody, with everything that's going on with the world, with everybody, it's too much sugarcoating going
Let's start
on.
with in sports. Start with these fucking participation awards, man. We're gonna start with that.
Celebrating
right there.
mediocrity, right?
Exactly. We're gonna stop that shit, man.
There's
You
a winner,
can't-
and there's a loser, and there's character building from losing the same way there is from winning.
Yeah,
But when you devalue either or, then what's the point of competition?
yeah. And these coaches that letting up, stop letting up on these, man. Hey, beat a motherfucker by 168 and make it better. I promise.
Right.
And
Right.
embarrass them to the point. You sometimes,
Right.
like your mama would do this. She'd say, you know, when I go to the grocery store and I don't reach for shit, don't ask for nothing because I'm gonna embarrass you.
Right.
And
Right.
you like, bitch, how bad you gonna fucking
Right,
embarrass me? And she slapped the shit out you in front of
She's
about
like,
1,000 people, and they looking at you like, oh, your whole fucking cheek and shit don't lit up to cherry red. That's the embarrassment that you need in your life,
Right.
so that you like, you know what? I remember my mama.
You learn humility.
Yeah, my mother spanked me in front of my 4th grade class, man.
Right.
Lit my ass up, and they got
My mom has
fucked
embarrassed
up
me
in
quite a bit.
and she fucked
For
me up
sure.
in 8th grade.
Yeah.
So that's why I could take it. You can say anything
Yeah.
about me. I don't give a shit.
Mom
She-
has
you
taken
remember that
many.
8th grade, my mother came to school and fucked me up in gym class. I'm trying to tell you. I mean,
Right.
nigga, this shit did it in the shower. You know, the shower
Right.
echoes and shit. And so they
Right.
like, damn, your mom beat your ass in the
Oh.
shower, nigga. You was yelling and crying. Said, yeah,
Oh.
boy, this is all right, shit, nigga. I don't believe in Jesus, but I played the blood of it on that day, boy. Just protect me, Jesus. This bitch is trying to kill me in the 8th grade shower at this racist ass Francis Scott Key Middle School. But that's what it was about, man. That's why I fuck with Dick. Dick let me say whatever I want because it's okay to say whatever the fuck you want as long as you're saying something that's truthful and meaningful.
Right.
and
Right.
that's
Sometimes
why-
we need a hard hand.
Sometimes you need to slap a motherfucker. You
Right,
remember in the
right.
airplane when they had to slap the chick to calm her
Right.
down.
Right. Right.
You know,
Everybody made the whole lineup.
Right.
Yeah.
The black communities in the state now where, you know, we need to get the shit slapped out of us by us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Black
Agreed.
Lives Matter, police brutality.
You know, I
all
don't
that
agree with Black
shit,
Lives Matter and all
all
that
of
shit.
that. Well, whomever, well, the Black lives do matter. So
I think they
regardless
do
of the
too.
organization, I'm just saying
Right.
the statement.
Right.
is-
Absolutely.
is
I agree
true.
with the statement. I just don't agree with the
We just
organization.
have to understand that we're here because some of our brethrens motherfucker threw us on the back of some motherfucking boats and said, nigga, give us some guns and some whiskey and we gonna be straight.
And it's
with
gonna
it.
be good.
Right.
Right.
So listen, we got this. Oh, we got to do this. The motherfucking coon of the week.
Who you got?
The house nigga coon.
Who
of the
you
week.
got?
Oh my god,
Who you got? Who you got?
Mr.
Shady?
Lacoon.
Shady?
Lacoon.
Not Shady.
Lacoon.
Not Shady.
Shay. What's his name?
Shady McCoy?
Lacoon McCoy. That's what I call him.
Shady?
Lacoon-
Not Shady.
Lacoon McCoy. You call him Shady Lacoon if you want to.
See, I ain't watched last season. What team? He still with Buffalo? Where he at?
Yeah, in Buffalo.
He in
man.
Buffalo? Okay.
So this is what he had to say, man. He came out.
What do you have to say?
He came out and he was like basically saying all this other bullshit that Ray Lewis and everybody said.
It's a matter
niggas-
of skill.
Yeah, it's a matter. It's a matter of skill. But he went any further. He said there's a lot of people that are now doing this that are just copycatting.
Copycatting, right?
thing. And basically, he did the whole, you know, the traditional phrase, "Nigga, shut up, play ball, leave your opinions,
Take your check
politics,
and be happy."
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. These billionaire owners with these billionaires stadiums paying these hundreds of $1 million salaries,
Right.
don't they pay taxes on that money?
Yeah, they do.
Where do those taxes go?
Please.
To the local community and the police,
Yeah.
correct?
Right. Right. I got a bigger issue with McCoy.
So we're seeing that they should have some.
They should have some endpoint.
some.
But McCoy is
Invest-
hypocritical
Oh, we
for a
ain't
particular.
done it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Because
weren't even done
let's
it.
not forget where he came from. He came from the team with Chip Kelly.
Chip
Remember
Kelly.
how when they started trading people about
He
it there, they
started
started
saying-
getting, what did he
started
started
saying
crying? He
he-
says, look, this isn't fair.
Chip
He's
don't
getting
like
rid of
black
all the
people.
black people.
But look-
And that's not even really what was happening.
Let me take you.
He
even
just
further.
pumped it off. He played that card, no problem.
Let's take it even further. So he made a statement to say, you know, he doesn't like he hate followers, people that
Right,
just,
right.
just bandwagon on.
Right,
And so remember when he played with Richie Incognito,
right.
who was bullying the
Right.
little punk ass
Right,
nigga down
right,
in
right.
Miami
The other
and
lineman
shit,
on
and
Miami,
talking about he
right.
gonna fuck him in the
Right,
butt, which they
right.
was just fucking.
Right,
and,
right,
You know,
right.
He
He left a
Richie ain't
horrible
wanna
message
fuck-
on him, and
Richie
Richie-
ain't want to fuck with him no more. He got in his feelings. Say he bullying me. Nigga, you 300 and something pounds getting fucked in the ass. It just is what it is. It ain't no bullying. You was just, you know, getting rumped by the white boy, and then you just got your heart broke. So that motherfucker that retired at the age of 25. So
Right.
So that motherfucker, he ain't say nothing about Richie being a distraction.
No.
Then he was with Riley Cooper.
Oh yeah.
Riley Cooper.
Yeah.
I
He went
whip
to the
all
club.
you
Right,
niggas.
right,
Nigga,
right.
Nigga, I whip all you niggers asses.
Right. Recorded. at
All
the
you
club.
niggas.
Right.
Not nigga. Nigga, all you niggers asses in here.
Right.
I
Plural.
said, God damn.
Plural.
God, so that's not that wasn't you didn't come out and say that was a distraction.
No.
He said Colin Kaepernick is a distraction. His political stance is a distraction. And they should just play, paraphrasing, they should just play fucking football.
Right.
Shady McCoon, you never spoke out about any of that other shit.
None of it.
When
But
it was
this
the
one,
white boy,
you
you
felt
didn't
like
say
the
shit.
need. You had to speak out of it. And you're waning in your career. It's starting to get a little weak. You know what I'm saying? You know you might need a little job afterwards.
I'm starting to believe that the NFL is paying
that
some
coon
of
sounds
these
real
niggas.
good. Let me just go ahead and just
Yeah.
speak against it.
And get a check.
Everybody, because there was somebody you made a post. You were talking about this, and I saw it. And there was somebody who replied and had the audacity to say this has nothing to do with what's the name? It has to do with his skill. You know, his skill. He wasn't up to par. Man, this fool threw 16 touchdowns and 4 interceptions in 12 games last year.
And I ain't gonna call my man out. I played ball with him in high school, Cornell Chappelle. And so he said that basically Colin Kaepernick only did all this because he got benched.
Right.
I said, nigga, and therein lies the mindset that you have, like the white folks.
Right.
I don't give a fuck why he did it. I'm more focused on
what he
the
did.
reaction. No,
Right.
I'm focused on the reaction of what he did and how the NFL reacted.
Right.
So I don't give a fuck.
That's true.
More so just about Colin Kaepernick. If he did it for that reason, that's on him.
Right.
But
Whatever
if
he did,
if he did it for that reason,
it was
then
the right thing done
then
for whatever reason.
Then his self pride ignited something that is righteous.
Right. Absolutely.
Even in
I
our
agree
fuck
100%.
ups, we can ignite something that's righteous. You know what I'm saying?
That's when the father, you know me, that's my favorite. The father always hits you when you are a fuck up.
That nigga say
That's
father
typically what
too.
it is.
I think that society does it all the way too. What's up, John from South Korea, my baby? What's up, big boy? Chilling
All
in
right,
South Korea.
well-
Don't fuck around them North. Kim Jong don't snatch your ass up, man. That
Oh, my
motherfucker
goodness.
make some goddamn poi choi pow out your
Well,
ass.
as we bring this to a close,
no doubt, man.
this show was about honoring the brother Dick Gregory.
Dick Gregory.
And also to address what is it, Hurricane Harvey that joined Category 3 hitting Texas.
Black folks, if you live there, get the fuck out, because I swear
Maybe
to God,
I ain't remember
Trump-
what happened with Louisiana.
I swear Trump
You
gonna treat that
dead.
shit just like Louisiana. He
Right.
gonna be like, some of them niggas just had to go.
Right.
So
Get
the fuck
in
out
line
of-
if you can.
Get
but
out of there.
It's not worth it.
Get
Yeah.
Get out
You don't
of
want to
there,
be stuck on
man.
the wrong side of a
the
bridge.
fuck up out of there, because Trump ain't.
Yeah.
And then one more thing. I know you got to go back. I got one more thing. Somebody did a
Oh, yeah.
post
From Katrina, right.
Somebody did a post, and it was like, everybody's talking about this Colin Kaepernick stuff and talking about everything that's going on in America, and they had a picture of some troops dug out in trenches,
Right.
and everything. And they laying out. They're like, "This is what we're fighting for, America's freedom for, and this and this and this." I made a comment. I said, "Y'all stop with that fighting for American freedom shit." Because last time I figured, I wasn't from fucking Iraq, and I wasn't from fucking Afghanistan. I wasn't
Right.
from Kuwait,
Right.
and I damn sure
ain't from
wasn't
Syria.
from motherfucking Vietnam
Right.
nor motherfucking Korea.
Right.
The last time American troops defended American soil was motherfucking Pearl fucking Harbor.
And they let that
anytime-
shit happen.
And anytime
And they
after
let that
that
happen.
And anytime after that is when there's a natural catastrophe and you got to call in the National Guard because y'all help us with motherfucking nature, and then y'all call the fucking National Guards when niggas want to riot. So just for all you
And
motherfucking troop lovers that
you
want to
shall-
say, you fighting for our fucking freedoms, let me know when a soldier gonna shoot one of these
We'll see.
fucking crooked cops for taking down American citizens. Yo, I'm Black Grunge. This the Entourage Hour. This is my man Damon and
Shalom,
Hebrew.
shalom.
We here every Friday, 8 to 9 p.m.
Check us out.
Every fucking Friday. ListenVisionLive.com. Catch me out on Black Grunge, Instagram, Facebook, Machine Bird. Catch him out at Damon Your Way,
Damon Austin.
Little Dick Gregory. That's Dick Gregory's son. Dick Gregory. Hey, Dick, you got one in for your left, boy.
That's it.
You ain't talk about him. Niggas ain't Hebrew. Holla at him.
Listen vision. TC's #1 recording studio. Oh.